What's up guys, it's Drew from Taylor Tech. Sorry about the audio in advance. I'm in my garage and the audio may be a little echoey. But today I'm going to be installing one of these GE Zwave smart switches into that switch over there that controls these overhead lights. If you're not familiar with what a Zwave smart switch is it's a switch that you replace your standard switch with that can control anything that it's connected to really with your, and you need to pair it with your hub. Now this GE offers a lot of different hubs that you can connect to. My favorite, like you guys know, is SmartThings. So I'm going to be connecting it to SmartThings and installing it into the wall. Now, just as a disclaimer, I'm not an electrician, so this is for educational purposes. But if your wiring is the same as mine, it's pretty simple. Just follow step by step. If you don't have a neutral wire, which most modern homes do, then this will work for you. If you don't have a neutral, then you'll have to use a different kind of switch, like a Lutron, I believe, makes switches that you don't need a wire for, a neutral wire. But for most people, this switch will work. First, I'm going to go ahead and unbox this. Make your house a fully automated smart home. It says that right on the front. Look at that. There's a bunch of, here's a manual, help you with wiring, blah, blah, blah. Here's the switch itself. It's a pretty standard rocker style switch, or paddle style, I'm sorry. They also make a rocker style. Now it comes with your own neutral lead because you'll need that to daisy chain off the original neutral lead that's in there. It also comes with another color, an almond color, if you want to switch out the plate, but I prefer white. Now on the back of here, you'll see that it says load, line, traveler, and neutral. Now the load and the line and the neutral are what we'll use. We will not use a traveler. That's for a 3 or 4 way switch, but I only have a 1-way switch. It's if you have multiple switches, you'll need an add-on switch along with this one to go with it that the traveler wire will connect to. So let's hop over to the switch and get started. Okay, so this is the switch that controls the overhead lights. This is the one that I'll be replacing. First thing you'll want to need to do, obviously, is disconnect the power. So I'll go ahead and turn the light on and throw the breaker for that switch. So I'm 99% confident that the power is pulled, but of course we'll check once the wall plate is off to make sure it doesn't have any power. So we'll take the wall plate off. Okay, so next we'll go ahead and unscrew the switch from the box. And now I'll go ahead and test and make sure that the power is off. Okay. Next thing I want to do is go ahead and put a little piece of tape over the top wire, which is the load wire. For some reason, the electrician that wired this garage used red wires, which are typically travel wires for 3 or 4 way switches. I'm assuming he just used what he had on hand, and I guess it works. Typically these will both be black wires, but in my case they're both red wires. So I'm just going to put a little piece of tape on the top wire, which is the load, so I don't get them mixed up. Then we can go ahead and unscrew these. Okay, so we have our load, our line, and our neutral is tucked back in the back of the box. That's typically where they are because they're not used for normal switches like this. Next, I'm going to use the included neutral wire to daisy chain off the existing wires in the box. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and straighten out these wires for the line and load. So I'm going to use the inserts in the back of the new switch instead of wrapping them around the screws. Go ahead and snip off about an 1/8 inch there. These are a little bit too long. You want about an inch of insulation stripped off the wire there. So since we labeled these, we know which ones they are. I labeled the load for the top one. So as you can see here, load, let's flip it around. Load on the top, line, and then neutral. And then ground on the top. I'm gonna have to add my own ground to the box because it didn't have one for some reason. So we'll go ahead and insert the load. I'll push it in so the copper wire is not exposed. And the line. And the neutral. Okay, I'm gonna grab a lead for the ground and I'll be right back. Okay, I added a ground wire, so I'm going to connect it to the green screw on top. Okay, now we can go ahead and push everything back. Okay, so obviously that looks kind of weird with these two. I'm also going to replace these two eventually, but for now I just have this one. So let's go ahead and get it paired up with SmartThings after I put power back in. We'll go ahead and flip the breaker back on. And you can see a little blue LED is lit up at the bottom there. I don't know if you can see that. Go ahead and try it out. And the switch works. So let's go ahead and get into the SmartThings app and add it to SmartThings. Okay, we'll go to SmartThings and we will go to the plus button in the top right corner, and the physical switch, I'll go ahead and toggle it on. I'll ignore these three that are on here now. Those are for other things. And there it is, a GE wall switch. Click on it and we'll rename it real quick. Call it garage overhead lights. And then we'll save. Click OK. And then we can go down to G, garage overhead lights. You can't see it, but they are turning on and off as I push this button. And that's it. Now you can add them to other lighting automations with, say, when the garage door opens or the man door next to the switch opens, it automatically turns the lights on. All right guys, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you check out some of my other videos and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future content. I will see you in the next one.